I can guarantee you haven't seen a guitar like this before, and I'm not just saying that to overhype it. It's really something special, and there's a whole bunch of reasons why. We're gonna go over those reasons today. I'm gonna tell you what this guitar actually is, and we're gonna figure out whether you should try and buy one. If you can buy one. So what is this guitar? This is the Supersonic Theater of Tragedy by KR Guitars. I'm gonna take a wild guess here and say that you've never heard of KR Guitars before. Don't worry, I'm gonna tell you all about them right now. KR Guitars is a custom guitar builder run by two guys, Krasi and Rumen, out of Bulgaria, where I'm also from. I first heard about them around 2 years ago from a friend of mine, and I initially chucked them off as just another Bulgarian guitar builder. Yes, as strange as that sounds, even though we have a population smaller than that of the state of Indiana, we do have multiple guitar builders here. But most of the stuff they make kind of looks like refurbished Soviet furniture with pickups slapped on top of it. At least the guitars I had seen up to that point looked very uninspiring. But not KR Guitars. The stuff they do looks cool, it looks fresh, and most importantly, it looks like it's meant to be played and not just looked at. And this guitar is a great example of that. So, this thing right here is the KR Supersonic TT. Full disclosure, this is not the first time I am playing this. I've actually played this guitar a couple of times, but I've never spent actual time with this guitar in my home studio through the gear that I usually use. You know how all the guitar YouTubers talk about how hard it is to set up shots, you know, like with all the angles, with all the lights and stuff. It's not hard per se, but it does take time. And while I was doing that for this thing that you're seeing right now, I was just looking over some test footage, and this guitar looks so good. Like, looking at this guitar brings me dopamine. I feel like, you know how when you see something that's just so right and so beautiful, like it feels like it releases dopamine? That's how I feel when I look at this guitar. I don't know what this pickup is. I think it's an SH4. Does that exist? I'm not really well versed in the pickup universe. I think it sounds meaner than my EMGs. By the way, I'm going through a $200 amplifier. Actually less than that, like 130, 110, something like that. And I'm running it with no boost right now. It's the Jero Zombie. I'm not gonna keep it a secret. I made a little video for the Jero Zombie, which I thought was a really nice video. I think that amp is amazing. I showed it out against some plugins, but pretty much nobody saw that video. I don't know why, so I'll leave it up there if you want to check it out. The neck is a little bit chunky. I will definitely not call this a shredder neck, but I kind of like that. It's not really a baseball bat where it's like uncomfortable to play, but you definitely feel it in your hands. I'm not sure what the hot rail in the neck is. Can I split it actually? I'm not. Oh, I think. Okay, so it has a push-pull. Does that split the... Okay, so it splits the humbucker, the bridge position as well. To be honest, I'm not a fan of how this sounds. Like, single coils in bridges are not my thing. Single coils in necks though. Either I play better today than I usually do, or this guitar makes me play like 40% better. So what makes this special? Well, the first reason we kind of already went over. It's made in Bulgaria. I'm willing to bet that until now you hadn't seen a guitar or any piece of gear for that matter that was made in Bulgaria, except maybe those Cairo audio pedals. They're made here. They're also pretty cool. Reason number 2 this guitar is special. The design. It's a supersonic shape, but it has sharper edges and it also doesn't have the forearm contour with the teal burst over the burr top, which I think is filled in with some teal epoxy also, but I'm not sure about that. With this amazing Theater of Tragedy inlay on the 12th fret. I mean, it's insane. It looks so unique. What I love about it is that it manages to look like a custom one-off guitar, but without looking like Soviet furniture or like a popsicle, which a lot of custom guitars tend to kind of look like. Reason number 3 this is special, the feel. Let me tell you, this guitar feels like a weapon. The body is very small, I'm 6'3" and you already saw how it looks on me for reference. And that combined with the satin neck, the fact that it's a neck true, and the massive volute make it into a riff machine. And lastly, reason number 4 this guitar is special, the price. Prepare to be shocked. Leave your guess as to what this costs down in the comments, like just for fun, type a number, see if you can guess it. Now, this is what it's retailing for in Bulgaria, so if you want to ship it from elsewhere, you'll probably have to pay fees and shipping costs, but the asking price in the store that it's being sold at, converted with the current exchange rate as of filming, is $1,019. Yep, for a custom build, one of one, handmade, 46mm top, 5-piece neck true. Try and beat that. Now, I'm well aware that most of my audience will not want to bother with shipping a guitar from Bulgaria, especially if you don't live in Europe, but I think that this is such a special instrument that I just had to make a video about it. In the spirit of transparency, I did ask the Chiaro guys for this guitar and they did lend it to me for the video, but I'm not keeping it and they're not giving me any money or anything. Also, in the spirit of transparency, I have made another video for them for a Les Paul of theirs for my old Bulgarian channel, so I have worked with them before, but that was also the same arrangement. They gave me the guitar, I made a video and I gave the guitar back. Shout out also to the MMG store here in Sofia where this guitar is currently being sold at. I'll leave a link for the listing down in the description. If you're local, definitely check out the Chiaro guys. They make some amazing stuff, and even if you're not, try and see what your local builders have in store for you. Don't automatically go for a normal run-of-the-mill factory built guitar. See what something like this will cost you, because it might not be as much as you think, and owning an instrument that was made by somebody out of love for guitar and for building guitars and for the instrument is really unlike anything else. Now, I hear you asking, is there something bad about this guitar? It cannot be that perfect, right? Well, it kind of is, but if I really had to nitpick, here are some things that kind of pissed me off. First up, I think that a satin finish instead of a gloss one would have made it look so much better, but that's just my personal aesthetic preference. In the same vein, I think I would have preferred a white pickguard instead of this Polaroid one, but those are just aesthetic things. Now, something that I think would bother anybody that grabs this guitar is the switch. It kind of feels janky, but again, these are some very small things that I didn't really notice while playing them, you know. Now, as of filming this literally 2 minutes ago, this is not in the script that I'm going off of, I noticed that there's like a repair maybe on the neck. I don't know what that is. You cannot feel it. Like, I played this guitar for I don't know how many hours and I did not notice that. But yeah, I felt like I should mention that. Thank you again to the Chiaro guys for giving me this guitar for the video. I've been enjoying the f*** out of it for the past week that it's been here. It's really a one-of-a-kind instrument. It feels, as I already stated, amazing. It looks amazing. It's amazing. Check out the links in the description and subscribe for more fun metal, guitar, recording, metal, guitar, metal stuff. Bye-bye.